Hello there, folks. Welcome back. You are watching BSG Annual 2021 online. My name is TinyTim78, and I will be your host for the next few runs here. We have some fantastic stuff coming up, and we're going to kick things off right now with Janglestorm, who's going to be running Yogho. Please, Jangle, take it away.
Well, thanks so much for that lovely introduction, Tiny Tim. Yeah, this is it's Yogho. It's as you would have perhaps guessed, a Dutch language game from the mid-90s for MS-DOS, and I guess this is technically the start of the advertisement block, because Yogho is of course a yogurt drink, and yeah, this platformer was given away for free at the time on a floppy disk, and yeah, it's actually a pretty well made game, very competently made, and I'll show you some stuff here, what it's all like. There's very little downtime, but I'll try my best to show everything. So time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off. Alright, so this is basically 6 levels of this character who kind of looks like Mario, who's collecting certain items in order to get to the next level. It's oftentimes kind of yogurt inspired, I guess. In this case, we have to collect these cow spots for this cow that's lost them, and she's very sad about it, and we try to help her. And whilst we do this, you already see some very absurd things like walking others and these grandmas trying to hit you. There's a lot of stuff happening. But yeah, this level is very short. So what I did there, let's talk about the speed tag for a little bit. This is a very crucial thing in the speedrun. We set up these warps where you get sent back to a checkpoint, and it does cost an extra. It does cost you one of your lives, but you can go through the levels faster that way. And yeah, now we're playing these bonus levels, and you think, well, what about these bonus levels? Well, that's where we can find most of our extra lives. So it will be very crucial that we will be picking them up here if we want to do all of those resets. If we don't, then that's fine too. We'll just have to take a few alternative routes. Anyway, yeah, this is level 2. Starts with this out of bounds jump. In this case, we do that to get to this first cauliflower faster. I got some bounces there. And you wonder, why cauliflowers and why under the sea? Well, as it turns out, there is this lady named Betty who is responsible for preventing the ocean from flushing away, ? It's really hard to translate it. It's very typical Dutch silly humor lore. And the thing is, that's the second out-of-bounds jump, by the way. We do that to go to the next part faster. But yeah, we basically collect these cauliflowers because otherwise she refuses to do her job. She's very hungry apparently, so we grab those. There's a couple of fish jumps here. You can actually get past them quicker if RNG works out in your favor. But anyway, that's this level done. Yeah, like I said, there's very little downtime. Everything moves very quickly. This bonus level is a little bit easier than the first one, I find. That's already the extra life we picked up. As they describe them, these are the so-called dromen, as they say in Dutch. In English, that literally means dreams. You see that in the bottom corner of the screen, and that's basically yeah, your lives. Okay, time for this level. This is usually where my chat goes all cat jam and bear party and everything, because this song is an absolute banger. So in this level, we try to find this thermostat. Or we try to find this kettle, because as it turns out, there's a couple of thermostats that aren't quite well adjusted, and apparently stuff is pretty cold, so we have to turn them and make everything a little bit warmer, so it seems. I don't know. But yeah, in the meantime, you see lots more silly enemies. You see these bears riding these vacuum cleaners, which is definitely a thing, and I don't know, maybe it's very comfy. Doing some zigzagging here. This is not as nearly as a collectathon heavy level as the others are. There's only one item you have to collect and then get to the exit, basically. Okay, this jump is a bit precise, because you're technically jumping from a slope if you look at it that way. But you can set it up relatively quickly still, if you find the right position. Anyway, here's the thermostats. And that brings us to the next bonus stage. In all of these bonus stages, you'll find at least one extra life. In this case, yeah, we're gonna make this jump over this cone. That was a bit of a swag jump. You don't have to do it, because you still have to wait for the time to run out. Although it's kind of nice knowing that you can get to the actual life a little bit faster. So, just gonna jump up here. Ooh. Oh, damn. My jump got eaten, so that's too bad. That's okay, though. There's a backup. I'm gonna grab in level 4, so gonna go for that. I've actually never taken that path before. That was a jump I could have made there. Would have saved a little bit of time. Okay, so this level, it's a bit of a peculiar one in terms of lore, because it's about a windmill that's gone stationary, and we have to make sure that it starts turning again. So how do you do that? Well, in this case, we collect these items called worm butts, and there's this llama that apparently is able to make the windmill turn again by farting. Yeah, I know, right? So that's what happens. We have to collect these worm butts to feed to the llama, and that will make everything turn again. In the meantime, you see some other things. These arrows, they're called IQ arrows. They're probably smart enough to follow you around, so that's basically what you see there. A tiny reset there. I set up at the checkpoint so I could instantly respawn myself on top again. Let's see. Okay, now I gotta make sure to take a bit of an alternate route. So it's not too long. I just have to go here instead of where I normally go. So this is the actual life I pick up. And let's see. There we go. Oh yeah, one thing to keep in mind with these stairs is I try to grab them by holding up, but I try to instantly jump off of them as well. So I do that by holding up and left, technically. That goes a little bit faster. There we go. Enjoy the llama farts. We did the thing. Also, it should be pointed out, I just had over 200,000 points, which does also give me an extra life. So in addition to what I get in the bonus stages, that's sort of like a freebie really, because at some point you collect enough points to get there anyway, and it usually happens at the end of level 4. So that's actually really convenient. Tentacles something something, yeah, that was what I collected. Pretty much. Alright, time for some Dracula themed territory. We got these flying enemies who have these huge weights that they can drop on me. And we're collecting these coins, and you wonder why coins? Well, there's this vampire pig that holds his key to the door where Grandma's being held, because apparently Grandma was kidnapped by Dracula, and we have to save her. And we have to feed or give the vampire pig a couple of coins in order to get the key. So we're gonna do that. There's quite a few coins. So this level is quite a bit longer than some of the others, and it has made for some very interesting routes. So initially when it started out, and the last time I actually did this for BSG, I still took a different route, which was which already had some of the death warps, but wasn't as reliant on them as they are now, because a lot more got added. NES Atlas, who I also saw in chat by the way, did actually do a drastic reroute of the game, effectively chopping off like over a minute of the previous time. So by now it's barely a sub-11 game on the world record pace, which is a pretty tough time to get, but 11-minute times are a little bit more usual nowadays, which is pretty cool. Also, we got teeth. Teeth are great, by the way, just as to be pointed out. Alright, gonna go over here. We have to do this. Flashing warning, by the way. It's time to fight this vampire pig. Oh, I think I got the first jump there. I tried to get over to the right side as quickly as possible, so I could deal the first hit. If it really goes well, I can actually stay at a certain height and actually do the remaining hits and make this a really quick fight. So there you go, that's the key. I just respawn from here. The thing with the key though is the hitbox seems to be really small, so I have to be really careful about where I stand before I reset, because it has happened before that I forgot to pick up the key there. Okay, final bonus stage, and this is the only bonus stage where you can collect 2 extra lives. And the time is extremely tight, so I'm trying not to waste any of that. And I'm trying to make my way up here. See. And otherwise it's fine too. But it's always nice to get that, you know. There we go. And that brings us to the final stage already. Way up in the clouds. Starts off with this wonderful stair climb. These dentures can be an absolute pain to deal with. And of course, everything else up in the air can be too. So in this level, we have to collect music notes for a mermaid that apparently started to sing out of tune. And in order to help her sing a little bit better, we're collecting these music notes. And there's quite a few of them. Yeah, and the last 2 levels are definitely a lot longer than the first couple. Also making for some interesting route changes. Again, some more interesting things here, including these very silly stairs. Again, holding upper left does the trick. Shoutouts to DustGamer, who found that trick, sort of, which made this a lot more doable, because otherwise it's easy to fall off. There we go, nice flight with the albatross. All the beautiful colors. And we're on to the final set of music notes here. It's moving very fast. A couple more things to do. I gotta make sure not to grab any of the checkpoints, because I'm gonna reset to the start of this level, because that's also where the level ends. Nice knife drop, by the way. Okay, get ready on time, by the way. That's gonna be as soon as I lose control of my character, which is momentarily. Ski, and it's time.
GG.
Thank you. So now we got all the music notes and mermaids singing again, and now they're all hanging out here, and it's a nice sunny day. And there's a closing text after lots of running and jumping and pushing, I think it's translated. Everything is very Yogho again, thanks to you. Usually when people say the word Yogho, they use it in a certain way to describe things. Something is very Yogho. You be the judge of what it is. So yeah, they say, okay, we're gonna take everything to the beach. We're gonna enjoy the sun. And they also indicate that there's still a bonus level to play. I'm probably not going to show that off. You have to go through the credits. You cannot skip the credits. But at least a shout out to all the people who worked on this. Yeah, I don't know. Are there any donations or any other info, Tiny Tim, that you have for me?
No, I would just like to say you've just had a fantastic run there. Really, really enjoyed that. I hope everybody enjoyed that rather interesting trip. Have you got anything else to say, Jangle, before you finish?
Not really. Yeah, well, it was tough to also keep up with chat, because there's so much happening on screen, really. There's also a Warpless category that was introduced more recently, and the bonus stages are basically where you can relax at that point. That's a complete opposite of what you see right here. So yeah, I think I got a lower 11-minute time, which is really good. My current world record is actually, or /PB is like 20 seconds faster than this, so it's really close. So yeah, but yeah, closing words. Yeah, thanks again. Yeah, to BSG Annual for laying this in, and all of the other games that I've done the past few days. It's been an absolute blast, and I hope people enjoyed. And yeah, if people want to learn this game, you can check out the leaderboards. It's a easy enough game to pick up. I could definitely recommend giving it a try. And yeah, shoutouts to the other runners of this. There's been quite a few people who've been picking this up since the beginning of this year, so that's really cool. Oh, this is also the bonus stage, by the way, but we're just gonna relax here. But yeah, I think that's it from me. Let's throw it over to the rest of the runs. Be sure to keep donating. Mine is a wonderful cause, especially nowadays. And yeah, be sure to keep donating for that. And I'll see you next time, hopefully. So have a good one. Take care.
Thanks very much, Janglestorm. That was absolutely fantastic. Stay with us, folks. We're going for a quick intermission. We'll be right back. Get your carbonated soft drinks of choice at the ready, because Ghost Senpai is going to be running Pepsi Man. Stay with us.